What's good? Quick updates. Yeah, so day two, zero to ability, that's the mission. And pretty much, like, just keeping it transparent with you guys. Like, I woke up, I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm like, oh God, oh God. But then I just remember the training my uncle taught me, like, I'm a winner. I'm an overcomer. I'm an achiever. I can do this. I make the impossible possible. And I was just hyping myself up. I was just jumping around. I was like, yeah, I can. And then I just listened to the Grant Cardone course, just fueled myself up, and just got my dream board. Very important, guys. Dream board and my dream book. Read my scrolls, and yeah, to pick up my girl. Uh, it's a bit of a challenge, right? Because she's pregnant right now. The baby is due June, right? And on top of that, my best friend, right now he's in prison, right? So I am doing whatever it takes to help him the best way I can, financially at the moment, right? Because he helped me so much in the past, right? So I feel like I'm very obligated to get. It's my turn to help him, right? So, and I want to help my mom financially as well. And on top of that, still, I have a job, right? So I'm doing paladin security. However, I'm still doing that provincial course. It's been 2 months, a 2 month process, and now I have my provincials on December 14th. So I'm studying that. I'm studying the course for the know how, and we got 10 to 12 days to virtually come up with $5,000, right? To help out everybody I love. So, and on top of that, my girl's pregnant. But no, I'm so happy, thankful, and grateful because I have a roof over my head. I got a lot of good things that I'm very grateful for. Like I got food, I got a place to stay, and on top of that, like there's so much things going on that's honestly a lot worse, right? Like there's war going on, like Ukraine, like that's way crazier than what's going on, right? There's famine, there's food, there's children that are hungry that need help, need my help, need your help. Like there's so much things going on that just keeps me centered, being like, yo, there's a lot of people that are going on that is just doing a lot more challenging things and have not a big enough opportunity to overcome them just yet. And I'm in the position where I have the freedom, per se, to actually achieve what I set out to achieve. That's why, honestly, whether this challenge was here or not, I honestly would be doing this challenge. Like I actually was doing this, right? I was actually doing this because I said that's it. Period. I'm sick and tired of playing video games, watching Netflix. I was working at Walmart, like minimum wage. I was like, yo, I'm just so fucking sick of this shit. I need to do something about it now. I need to do something. I need to commit, right? And I got the switch when my uncle said, "You're broke. Focus on one thing." And I was like, he's right. I gotta focus on one thing. And Grant Cardone says, focus on the main thing until it becomes the thing. Focus on one thing until it becomes the main thing, until that main thing becomes the thing. So it's really getting to that point, right? Where it's like, I have to make this my vehicle. For me, I realized that it was a switch, right? Because like my dad, like he told me he's doing 10 businesses at the same time, but like I'm in a middle class family still, right? So it was just like, it was my decision to do so many different things. Like I was doing acting, I want to do music. I was trying to practice beats because I was inspired by Kanye. On top of that, I was doing WFG. Uh, I was doing the New Rich Syndicate. Like five things, and it occurred to me that I realized I was doing those five things because I was scared if I do one thing, it would fail. I was scared of failure, right? And that realization made me say, you know what? I'm gonna plant my feet down and I'm gonna do this one thing and I'm gonna succeed, right? Just taking that step, you realize that you're never going to fail, bro. It's just a part of the process because there's a pendulum. The more times you fail, the greater your success is gonna be, right? So for me, it was just taking that step to really apply singleness of purpose, and then realizing like, oh, when I zero in, Terminator, zoop, focus, attack, hit the fucking target, bang, it gets accomplished. Then I can go to the next one, right? It's supposed to be like, oh, I gotta go here, oh, I gotta go there. You're like a cat looking at the laser. Like you're always like looking. You never knowing where the target is, attacking it, right? What's worse though is not even having a target, right? How can you hit a target you don't have, right? So it was me. I had to sit down, write down the targets of the day. Did I hit all of them? I would say I hit one of them, right? And that was the priority A. Get in the vehicle. When I went to pick up my girl, I said I made a commitment. I'm like, I got to make contact. Who are the key players in Powell River? And I just remembered this guy. His name is Tony. He's a owner of a jeweler store. And I was like, I remember him. I was like, yo, he had such good energy. He was telling me a story about Pinocchio, how it's like the Pinocchio, in the middle of the eye. That's the third eye. It's how a boy becomes a man. I was just like, that just stuck with me. That story stuck with me. So I was like, okay, I need to hit up Tony. And we had an amazing convo. And I was just building my power base, right? Just building that up. The only challenge now, because I told him a little bit about what I was doing, but I didn't really say much because I have to finish the course and I have to establish my professionalism, right? I can't just talk and talk. I have to provide results. And how does results come? After a positive mental attitude, it's having the strategy, right? Following the recipe, right? So I'm making contact to establish a power base, but I need to make sure that I'm doing the right things long enough consistently. So that's just my focus. I'm kind of challenged because I got like 10 days to get 5K. And on top of that, the main challenge is like, okay, if I focus on the security, get the provincials, then I would have like 6 days. So I need to come up with a plan to pretty much hit the provincial target, bam, shoot that, then finish my course so I know exactly what's going on. But on top of that, I need a client. Like, like who has my money, Power River? Like seriously though, like seriously, like I need the retainer. This money needs to come now, and I'm not settling for any less, but massive opportunities, right? Doing the extra mile. My goal is to get that first 10K retainer, right? And I know that every day goes by, I'm not calling. The real main priority is getting the call. I did the numbers, right? All I have to do is at least in the span of 2 months, get in touch with 900. Just send out 900 emails in Powell River. That's 900 businesses, right? Out of that, 90 will say yes or no, right? All I need, doing the math, all I need is 10 clients, $10,000 retainer is 1,200,000 only. So really, the goal is to really zero in, focus. I organized everything down, but it's just that realization that in order to do things right, I need to go deep within and also just learn from these billionaires, learn only from Grant Cardone. Don't deviate. I cannot deviate because when I deviate, I'll do my own thing. When I'm doing my own thing, the recipe is not correct. So I need to make sure the recipe, replay the stuff. Am I doing the recipe right? And the final most important thing is take massive and immediate action, right? So I wake up at 3 a.m. and pretty much I finish my day around 6, 7 because when I'm up earlier than people, there's no noise and nobody's distracting me, right? Because my house gets pretty noisy. So, yeah. The plan now moving forward is I would say 2 priority A tasks, 2 priority target A's. It's security, provincials, get that so I get steady income. But that's just to keep security, you could say, but it's more so for my family. They're like, you need a job, da-da-da. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. And then the main fucking target is to establish a power base, get the strategy, make contact as soon as possible. I got 48 hours to make this contact, right? And tomorrow I'm gonna go visit Tony, say what's up, see what help he needs, because he told me he does have a Christmas deal going on. I want to see if I could do some marketing on that. But that's more so my energy. Like, I know how to do guerrilla tactic marketing because I was doing a lot of that for music, right? But I need to get this shit done. I got like 89 days. Tomorrow's gonna be 88 days. So all I gotta say is I'm more confident than ever, and I know now moving forward that whether this challenge is happening or not, this has to be done. Like, this is something that really has to be done. I want to change my life, my family's life, my friends' life. I want to show everybody that they can really do it, right? You don't have to be a billionaire than zero to build it up. You can actually start from nothing. Never seeing at least $50,000. I never seen more than at least 20,000 in my life, right? And that 20,000 was like, you know, from other means, right? And it wasn't even my money. So, you know what I'm saying? So, coming from somebody that actually never seen more than $20,000, never seen it. You saw my bank account last video. So, really persistent. I want to look back and be like, yo, I'm proud that I actually had the courage to make these videos. And people look back and be like, yo, this guy really gave it his all. So, much love. Love you all. And see y'all tomorrow.